welcome to my tying bench. Today we'll be tying an old English pattern. It's a dabbler. I found that they work extremely well here in Western North America, Western Canada. I haven't really used them until a couple of years ago when I was kind of reintroduced to them, and wow, I tell you, these things work really well, especially if you're able to use a multi-fly rig. Then they work extremely well because then you can control their depth quite easily. If you can't use a multi-fly, this works really well on a sinking tip or a dry line. Just fish just subsurface. They work really well. So without further ado, I will get you guys on there. So Hends BL599 in a size 8. I'll tie them in a size 8, a size 10, and a size 12. Just thought I'd go with the bigger one so it's a little easier for you guys to see. Some Semperfli Nano silk in black. I'm going to be using some Semperfli Floss in a hot orange for the butt or the hot spot. My first hackle will be some India Cockcape Badger from H&H. My second hackle will just be a black cock hackle, and my third will be a soft hackle at the front. This isn't always traditional doing a soft hackle at the front, but I really like it. And this one is from shore. It's speckled gray. I think that's what they call it. I think speckled gray. Yeah. So, alrighty. So that's the fly. I've already waxed my thread. Just going to start it on. Touching wraps go all the way back to where the barb would be, if there was one. Make sure to keep your thread flat. Just give it a little bit of a spin every once in a while. Make sure it stays flat on you. So I want to go to about there. Now it's open wrap's going to come back up. I'm going to take a piece of my floss, about 6 to 8 inches. And I'm just going to double it over, and double it over 3 times. Because it's really thin, right, the floss. So I want a bit of a tail here. A hot spot tail, butt, whatever you want to call it. So I just double it over. Then I'll double it again. And then I'll double it one last time. And it looks like crap at first, but don't worry, it looks really good once it's done. So make sure I give that a nip off, tie it in right behind the eye here. Sorry, there we go. Catch that in. Make sure it stays on top to do that because you're wrapping up and over. Keep it on your side, and that'll pull it up and over onto the top as you go. So touching wraps as much as possible. You can always touch going back as well, but yeah, you want this to be covered because you're not putting any underbody. This is it, right? So come on back all the way, and about there is good. And then I will just give her a nip, not that long, and then if you just give it a fluff up, you can see what it does. So there. That's all you want. Nice short tail. Okay. So now I'm going to take a piece of the India Cockcape in Badger, and I'm just going to tie it in by the tip. So I'm just going to spread my feather, get my tie-in point. Tie that right in. Hitting the light there. So I'm going to make sure my underbody is nice and black, and then I'll move forward a bit. Now you can use a hackle plier if you like. I'm going to see if it'll work well enough here. We'll see without. And I just want to do one wrap in front of the other, in front of the other. And I want 6, 8, 10 wraps, something like that. so I can come back and just catch it in, catch it in, catch it in, fold this all back, catch it in, make sure it's all caught in nicely, nip off your waste piece that you don't need. Just give this a bit of a, sorry, that was my cell phone. Of course I should, I'd probably put that on mute, but I didn't. Bit of a straggler there and there. Not going to see it anyway, but. So next I'm going to come forward just to forward and back a bit. Just to make sure it's all covered. Now I'm going to take my black hackle. And I'm just cleaning it up to about the length that I want maximum. And I'm going to go back to the front here, to the tip, and I'm just going to make myself a little tie-in point. Okay, same thing. Hopefully my light doesn't get in the way here. Just stroking all these fibers back. It's kind of tough here with this light so close, but I can't really wrap straight, but it'll work. One right in front of the other, just like the last one. Go up to almost, I'll probably use this whole feather up because I do want some longer, these longer fibers up here. Yeah, I'll use this whole feather. It's good, it worked out good. Okay, and just lock it in. Make sure that stem is really locked in there well. Hold that back and go over top of that stem. Okay, let's go back just a little bit here. So that's good. Looking okay. Then I will take my soft hackle feather. And the same thing, I'm just going to get tied in by the tip. Now these soft hackles, you want to get a good quality soft hackle. These I found, some of them are amazing and some of them are super soft. So far this cape has been a little on the soft side, so I've ripped a few. So, but just trying to make sure I get that all to come back so I can tie that tag right down. There we go. Okay, so now, again, hopefully my light's not in the way here because I'm going to have to use a plier, I'm going to have to use my hackle pliers on this one. So again, stroke them back. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. These are a little on the soft side, so sometimes they're breaking as I start wanting to wrap, and I'm being very gentle with it. So I don't know if they were over processed or something, but the next pack you'll get from them is phenomenal. So just the way it is sometimes, right? So tie that in one more time. Let's see, maybe I can do it without having a hackle plier. Hackle plier just gets in the darn way here when I'm so close to the light. Alright, so stroking these back every time you go through, around. Definitely easier if you've got the room with the hackle plier, but that's okay. So again, right in front. Right in front. I want about 4 or 5 wraps, so I'll probably use this whole feather actually by the looks of it. Yeah, I will. So go one more time just to make sure I got that all tied in. I'm just going to lock that down with 1 turn, 2 turns. Lock it down, fold it back, lock it down, that stem. I could probably just break this one off, but I'm not gonna. Cut that very well. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of Sally Hansen's, put it onto my thread, just a little bit, and then do my whip finish. Don't want a big head on these. And there, cut off that thread. Then what I like to do is take a brush of some sort and just make sure none of those fibers are trapped in there, right? You can just pick them out and lay it back again. And there is the finished dabbler. You can mix this up. Use reds, use blacks, use greens, use all kinds of different color combinations for what you see in your area, whatever that happens to be. I like having these orange, yellow, or green butts. That one might actually be a tiny bit too long. Let me just give that a little bit of a trim now that I look at it. Yeah, that's a bit better. You just want an ever so little bit of a hot spot butt attractor, whatever you want to call it. You only want a little bit. That's better. So yeah, so that's the, like I said, that's the pattern. I've tied a couple others here, exactly the same, just some of them are a little bit longer. The hackle, maybe a little bit longer. All right. So give that a try, and yeah, just try out these older English patterns. They worked for hundreds of years, and they still do. So, and there's a lot of them out there. I mean, we're all fishing these boobies and blobs and stuff like that from the UK, but nobody's really fishing these dabblers and crunchers and the old Alexandras and that kind of stuff anymore, but they're still really deadly. So give that a shot. If you like my videos, give her a thumbs up. If you have subscribed, thanks. If you have not, please consider doing so. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any further videos, and we'll see you in the next tying video. Tie lines, everyone.